Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I just wanted to do kind of a little get ready with me, chatting about my Disney trip with my friends and also playing with the new Haunted palette between Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny. So that's what I'm giving you today. Later on in the video, like when I get to the eyeshadow portion, is where I'll show like the swatches and comparisons with this palette, because it was requested that I did some comparisons with the Haunted, with the Nightshade and Spooked. So yeah, if you want that stuff, that will be later in the video, but I just did my makeup. I created the look that you see right here, and I love how it came out so much. Before we get into it, as far as my accessories today go, this choker is just an old choker. I don't know where it's from. These earrings are Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. This is just enough brand beanie. I have to shout this sweater out. It's from the brand Book Babe Designs on Instagram. I know that her like spooky book launch was only going until about mid-September, so there's a chance it's already gone, but it might still be around, so I would go check it out now if you were even remotely interested. I got so many things from that launch. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in, chat, hang out, do some makeup. It will be a blast. All right, hello and good morning. My voice is like still recovering from the trip and just like laughing and screaming nonstop. So if I sound like I'm going through puberty, that's what's going on. I've already primed and done my brows. I always do primer before brows so that it can have time to really sink into the skin. I'm still doing the same combo that I've been doing recently, which is the Freck Rich Bitch topped with the Rare Beauty Illuminating one. I'm going through this Rare Beauty one so fast. I can't believe how low it already is. But it's just such a good combo. I get the tackiness that the Freck one gives and then the glow that the Rare Beauty one gives, and I love it. So we're just gonna dive in. My face makeup itself isn't anything super new, so I'm just gonna like roll through it. I'll have everything linked in the description box though, if I don't mention something directly. So let's get into it and chat about the trip. Rare Beauty skin tint. First of all, my vlog from the trip should already be on my channel. I think I'm uploading it today and this video is going up tomorrow. That vlog should already be up. Go watch it if you're curious, because it was honestly like just such a fun video for me to like edit and relive. I feel like we just had the best time, and I'm missing those girls. It was so fun. So I drove to Orlando on Sunday. We were staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge. That's where I met up with everyone. I met up with Allie initially, Allie Dawson, and then Angie and Linda from Glitter Fallout showed up. I'll have all of the people that I hung out with on the trip linked in my description box, by the way. So yeah, hung out with Allie, Linda, and Angie first. We got like lunch at the hotel. And then soon after that, Leah, who was my roommate actually, and Theresa from Theresa is Dead showed up, and we hung out with them for a bit as well. Leah and I checked into our hotel. We were supposed to have a pool view room at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but we ended up having a Savannah room, which was a really great upgrade. We got to just see like animals outside of our window. Like that was super cool. It was such a nice room. Leah is so sweet. She was the best roommate ever. Just, we're both like so similar in our mannerisms. Like we both take quick showers. We both kind of organize the same way. It was a great situation. And she's also just so incredibly sweet and funny. And I really enjoyed spending time with her and like getting to meet her in person. Prior to this trip, I'd only hung out with Allie and Theresa on like a fairly regular basis at this point. And I'd met Heather Austin once, but everyone else was like a brand new person to me as far as like meeting in real life. Before that, they were just, you know, internet friends. After we checked in, we all made our way to Disney Springs to hang out for a bit, shop, go to Gideon's, get a cookie, of course. And then we got dinner, everyone, at Wine Bar George. I think everyone that I mentioned was at dinner, including Theresa and Allie's husbands, Corey and Alex, who I also adore. And Amanda from Unearthly Cosmetics, the owner of Unearthly, her and her husband came to dinner as well. It was really yummy. I just got like this little hummus platter, and they had some really good frozen drinks. I had like a frosé. It was really good. So yeah, dinner at Wine Bar George was super fun. Oh, Heather Austin had also joined for Wine Bar George. She got a little lost at Disney Springs, but she made her way to us. So yeah, we all had a great time at Wine Bar George. We went to the Edison afterwards for a drink, and it was just such a good time. Then we just went back to our respective hotel rooms and slept until the next day for Hollywood Studios. It was so fun. Angie in particular had never been to Disney at all before, so it was just really cool getting to like watch her experience Disney for the first time. Angie's so sweet, she's so fun. I really enjoyed getting to know her, and I love Linda from Glitter Fallout so much. I feel like her and I just bonded so deeply, just being so chaotic and having such a fun time. It was a blast. Rachel also joined us for Hollywood Studios, and she's so sweet, and she doesn't live that far from me, so we need to hang out in real life more because that was really fun. She's so sweet, so cute. Everyone is just so pretty and so lovely. It was just truly such a good time. I didn't really know what to expect. I was a little nervous because like, I don't know, sometimes I get nervous like meeting up with people for the first time, but it was so great. It truly felt like I'd been hanging out with them in real life for years. Like it felt so comfy, and I just can't wait to see everyone again. But yeah, park day one was Hollywood Studios. We had a great time. I'm pretty sure we rode literally everything. Yeah, as like a group, like maybe not every single person, but as a group, I think we all rode everything that we wanted to. It was really fun. I love Hollywood Studios. I love the Tower of Terror. It's one of my favorites. And I don't think we did any like exciting food things. We just kind of ate at the park that day and just kind of nibbled. Nothing like too groundbreaking there. But the next day, on Tuesday, we went to Cinderella's Castle in Magic Kingdom for breakfast. That was so cute. They like check you in all fancy, and then you get to go inside the castle and meet Cinderella, and then you sit and wait for your turn, and then they call like your specific royal family to join, and they let you in the big restaurant, and it's just so fancy looking and so beautiful. And as you're eating, princesses are walking around and talking to you and taking pictures. It was so cute. I got the French toast, and it was so yummy. It was just such a cool experience. I don't know if it's like a restaurant I like have to go to again per se, but I'm happy I got to experience it. I feel like especially if you have like kids who love Disney princesses, or even if you yourself love Disney princesses, you would love that restaurant. It was so cute. We got to meet Cinderella, Snow White, Aurora, who am I blanking on? Ariel. We got to meet Jasmine. It was just so cute. And then we just spent the day at Magic Kingdom. I think we hung out there until about 3 o'clock. And then we went back to the hotel just to freshen up a little bit and change because it was so hot and so humid. We just needed like a little breather before we came back to Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary. I love the Halloween party. I already went once this year in August because I knew I was going to go with Zane even though I was going on this trip. It's just so fun. I love seeing the decorations everywhere. I love the Halloween music playing. I love like the trick-or-treating and the characters all dressed up and just like people all dressed up. Linda and I kept screaming, "Hi Barbie," to every Barbie costume we saw. It was really fun. Going in with my Trippin' blush from ColourPop. I've been using this so much lately. I just love this brown blush. It's so freaking cute. But yeah, we stayed at Mickey's Not So Scary pretty much close to close. I think we were almost there until closing. But it was so fun. It was fun watching Angie like trick or treat for the first time because she didn't like grow up with Halloween being a thing. So that was super fun. So then day 3, we went to Epcot. Zane was actually able to join for that day. So he came and got to meet everyone, which I was really happy about. But we did some food and wine festival stuff. We rode lots of rides, ate lots of yummy food. Oh my gosh, the passion fruit sake drink in Japan. It was so yummy, so like peachy and juicy and delicious. We all tried the pickle milkshake too. It was surprisingly good. I don't know how it was good. Mostly just tasted like a vanilla with like a little hint of dill at the end, but it was kind of pleasant. We just kind of hung out there pretty much until close as well, honestly. We rode, I think, pretty much everything. I think the only thing we didn't get to as a group was Soarin', but I know Linda ventured off and did Soarin' because Soarin' is an iconic ride. So yeah, that was a really fun day. And then we just went back to the hotel and went back to bed until the final day, Animal Kingdom day. I love Animal Kingdom. I think it is my favorite park. It's so hard to pick a favorite, but I think it is Animal Kingdom. Avatar Flight of Passage is just so fun. It's such a cool ride, such a cool experience, so unique, and like it smells so good. It's so lovely. The Navi River journey is just so beautiful. I'm so glad the shaman animatronic at the end was fixed because for a while she was broken. I'm so glad she was fixed. It was just such a pretty ride. It was just such a cool park. Lunch at Yak and Yeti, which was, oh my gosh, so yummy. Like I want to go back there ASAP. It was so good. We just did park stuff for a while until we went back to the hotel. Most of the girls went swimming. I read my little book. And then we all went back to Disney Springs for, what was it called? Homecoming? Kind of like a Southern cooking kind of place. I just got a bunch of sides. Like, I think we all kind of just got a bunch of sides, just like all the carbs, biscuits and potatoes and macaroni and like all the yummy stuff. I had so many leftovers that I brought home to Zane since I was going home the next morning anyway. But yeah, that was the general synopsis of the trip. It was overall just such a good time. Linda was fantastic helping plan and organize so many things. Like, she helped like book all these restaurants for us, and it was just so fun. I loved getting to meet everyone, and I can't wait to see everyone again. It was just so good. Such a fun, just like, I don't know, just a great week. It's like simultaneously went by so fast, but I also feel like I was there for a long time. Like, even day one, I was like, I already feel like I've been here for a week. Like, not in a bad way, just like in a, I don't know, I feel like we've just done so much and like gotten to know each other so fast. Like, it just felt so comfy and so good. Animal Kingdom Lodge was just such a cool hotel. That was actually my first time ever staying at a Disney resort. I've never stayed at one prior to this, just because like living within a distance that I can do it in a day trip, like sometimes it's hard to justify like getting a hotel room and like getting a cat sitter and all that stuff when I can literally just come home. But it was a really pretty resort, and it makes me want to try out like more of the like Disney resorts, because it was a really cool experience being there. And having the bus system to just like take us around, not have to worry about like driving or Ubering, was so fantastic. I'm pretty pleased with where my skin is at. I'm gonna spray my face with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, and then we will move on to the eyes. All right, so moving on to the eyes with the Haunted palette. This is the newest collab between Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny. I'll put up some close-ups and swatches of this palette right now. I think this is so pretty. I love these colors. I think this is just like a very fall, harvesty, spooky dream. I heard from Angela, who is Doodles by the Bunny, directly that she made this with the intention on it being a complement to the Nightshade palette. I do feel like this is a really good kind of balance between Spooked and Nightshade, kind of filling in, adding some extra things. It could also stand alone by itself as well. It was requested that I share comparisons between this and the Spooked and this and the Nightshade, so I'll share the Spooked ones first. There are definitely some similarities, but I feel like these two palettes are very different. Like, they both have a shimmer green, but they're very different. They have totally different shades of purple. All three of these have a black, which I'll be honest, I didn't need 3 blacks, one in each palette, but I know a lot of people really like to have a black in a palette, so I get it. But for the most part, there really wasn't any like full-on dupes between the Spooked and the Haunted. They just had some similar vibes, but I feel like they complement each other really well. The Nightshade, I feel like, definitely did have some more similarities, but again, I don't feel like there were a lot of like exact dupes or anything. And like Angela said to me directly, like, she made this with the intention on them like complementing each other really well. And I do feel like they do kind of like go with each other really nicely. So take that for what you will. If you feel like you don't need this one because you already have the other two, then by all means, do you. I don't feel like they're the exact same though by any means. I feel like they do offer different things aside from there being a black in every palette. But I'm excited to play with this one. I might do a palette bingo with all 3 of these at some point. We'll see. I have some other bingos that I'm wanting to do as well, so we'll just see. If I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I will try. So yeah, let's move into the eyeshadow palette. I'm prime with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I'm just gonna slather this on and blend it out. I just can't get over the trip last week. It was just so fun. Eating so much yummy food and seeing so many great people. It was just such a, I don't know, just a great trip. I felt so just like, I don't know, re-inspired and kind of like invigorated afterwards. I felt exhausted, don't get me wrong. I feel like we did not get maximum sleep that week, and we spent so much time just like walking and in the sun. Like, we walked so many miles each day, and I can't wait to see everyone's vlogs. At this moment, I know Leah already uploaded her first one of like Disney Springs and Hollywood Studios, and I loved watching it. It was so fun. Weird seeing myself as like a side character, you know, like in somebody else's video. It was so fun. I'm excited for everyone to see my vlog. It was just such a good time. So I want a very grungified crease with a bright pop of shimmer. That's kind of my vibe. So I'm gonna start with Horrify. That shade is just mouth-watering. I have to have it. I'm gonna use this dual-ended Luxie brush. I'm gonna use the blendy side. I'm just gonna grab that shade and start just very lightly kind of tapping this in the outer corner. I'm doing a little bit of a halo, but I'm not being like super strict about it. Like, if it goes in the center a little bit, it's whatever. Once I get to my darkest shades, I'll be more precise, but I do just want a very like blown out, grungified kind of situation that is such a good color. I love it so much. This palette launched yesterday, by the way. And if you feel like shopping, you can use my code battybean. I would appreciate it very much, no pressure. But it did launch yesterday. I just physically did not have time to get a video up. This got delivered like while I was on my trip. So all I could do yesterday was like film swatches because I was working on editing other things. But Sunday's pretty close. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm gonna blend that out a bit with the shade Cursed. Honestly, I'm really happy with it on its own, but I just want to use another shade. So this is the E40 from Sigma. I'm just gonna go to town with that shade around the edges. Just get it nice and blurred and smokified and grungified and all the things. Have you been to Disney before? Do you have like a preference of like which park? Well, Disney World specifically, because there's 4. I loved visiting Disneyland last year. I love California Adventure Park so much. But I'd love to know, what are your favorite Disney parks? This is just such a good color. Like I could just smear this all over my lid and be happy. But we're gonna deepen it up a little bit. I'm going to use Scare to start with. I'm gonna use this little Sigma E33. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that and I'm just gonna kind of start fluffing it just in the inner and outer corner. This is where I'm gonna start getting a little more precise. Like I really don't want this going through the middle at all. It's a really good color as well. Just wanted kind of dusty, grimy vibes today, but I'm gonna put a very bright shimmer in the center of my lid, don't you worry. But for the most part, I wanted just like a very grimy, dark, grungy crease matte situation. I just think it would look really cool. I'm just gonna go through with my first brush that I used with that mid-toned first color, and I'm just gonna make sure that is blurred out before we go in with another shade, which since it's in here, it'll be the Black Troubled, just to deepen it up a wee bit more. I'm gonna use my Game Beauty E08 brush, just grabbing like the tiniest bit of it. I'm just gonna kind of pounce that just right in the inner and outer and a little on that lower lash, just enough to give a little bit of depth. I don't want this to overtake everything. I just wanna add a little bit of extra darkness. And I'm just going to smudge that out with my previous brush. I'm basically just gonna go down the line of my brushes now that that's laid down, just to get it very blurred before we go in with shimmer. Just kind of going one at a time, working my way through the different brushes. I'm not even grabbing any additional product. I don't really think it's necessary. I think this is turning out pretty nicely. All right, I'm caught up and now the sun. Let me adjust my curtain. There we go, that's a little bit better. Let's move on to shimmer now. I'm gonna use my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay. I'm just going to tippy tap that on my lid. I'm gonna use the packing side of that dual-ended Luxie brush from before, just to spread that out, get it nice and prepped for my shimmer. This is just gonna help my shimmer pop really, really nicely and also stay put really well. I just have no choice but to use Unearthly. Like that's just such a good shade. And I just want that right in the middle of all this grunginess. So I'm just using the same sticky brush. Oh, that's so pretty. And just starting right in the middle, just gonna plop that down. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm just gonna kind of start working it in the center first, building it up to where I want it to be. And then as I get that where I want it, I'll kind of start like spreading it toward the inner and outer, just to get a little bit of a blend going on. Kind of go through and just like use my blending side just to smudge the edges of the shimmer, just to make sure we have a really good flow between matte and shimmer. I simply love that shimmer. I think that is so pretty. So let's move on. I think I'm actually just gonna use that same shade as my inner corner. So let's just dive into that. It's so cute. Just such a mesmerizing, like yellowy green. It's so pretty. So yeah, that about does it for the look. I'm going to finish it up, throw on maybe just mascara today. I don't know if I'm feeling lashes. Eye pencil, something on my lips. I got these new lip creams from Sigma, so maybe I'll wear one of these today. We'll see. I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here is the completed look. I hope you like it. I really like how this came out, just very grungified. I like that pop of shimmer a lot. I think my skin looks nice. Overall, I really like this. The eye pencil I threw in is Wildcat from ColourPop. I just felt like it went with that vibe that was going on the eyes really well. Obviously just mascara today. And then on my lips, I went with the Lawless Nude Honey Lip Pencil with the new Sigma Dusty Rose Lip Cream. These launch on the 19th. You can also use my code battybean on their site, which I would appreciate very much. But so far I really like these. I think there's 5 shades. Yeah, 5 shades. I do want to try to do a lip swatch video for Reels and YouTube Shorts before launch. So I'll try to get to that as soon as I can. So far, I really like these. They're very lightweight and comfy. I like this color specifically, so all good things. But yeah, let's zoom out and finish up this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really, really appreciate it and hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun in Disney, if my voice can't tell you enough. Like, I was laughing and screaming and just talking and having just such a fun time. I love everyone on that trip so much, and it was just such a wonderful, incredible time, and my heart just feels so full. I would love to know your thoughts though on this look, this palette. Are you interested in the Haunted palette? So far, I really enjoy it. I would like to play with it some more. I plan on doing another look over on Instagram and YouTube Shorts as soon as I can, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, without further ado, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some skull emojis. I got some skelly things going on here. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. If you're not already, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm battybean over there as well. And also, you can subscribe if you haven't already. I post most days over here. Also, feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only Get Ready With Me once a month. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.